to play. Jones. 3 to shoot. Kawhi for the win.
Oh, bro.
Clippers win!
Let us have one. The Pelicans fall to 0-5. They lost. But there's so many moral victories in here, even though they're not real victories. They make me feel better. So let's talk about them. Who's that guy? Kawhi Leonard. Never heard of him. So this is the first game of the NBA Cup for the Pelicans. They're playing the Clippers. Oh, man. Oh, man. We're watching both teams' highlights today. This was an insane game. I think it was game of the night, honestly. There's a couple main storylines coming into this game. Obviously, number one, Willie Green is on the hot seat. Fans everywhere, every comment section you go look at, say fire Willie Green. You saw reports come out of allegedly the Pelicans camp saying they're having serious discussions about firing Willie Green. We talked about it in our last episode that he probably needs to go, right? I wouldn't expect him to be on this team much longer. But the Pelicans played so much different today. They came out with some fire, and they shot well. So Jeremiah Fears gets the start. DeAndre Jordan does not get the start, notably this time. It's Yves Missi, which is good. I mean, I don't think DeAndre Jordan ever should have got the start, if we're being honest, like he did last game. There was nobody on the Pelicans in this game that played exceptionally poorly. Everybody honestly played well, and you kind of start to see the vision come together for what Joe Dumars was trying to build for this team over the offseason. So like I said, Jeremiah Fears starts. Excellent lob there to Yves Missi. He's been obviously the best storyline of this Pelicans team this season. He's got good awareness. You know, he plays hard on defense too. He had 4 steals in this game. Here he is. Barely misses that one. Missi gets the rebound. Kick it out to Trey Murphy, who was on fire this game. He went 5 for 10 from 3, which it's about time. I mean, he's been shooting terribly to start the season, so we knew it wasn't going to continue. At some point, he was going to start hitting shots and get those numbers back up. So you can tell the Pelicans are keeping it competitive early on. They normally do okay in first quarters. Derek Queen with a nice move. I don't know how he didn't get blocked there, let's be honest. That was close. But Jordan Poole came off the bench in this game, right? Because we started Jeremiah Fears at the point guard. Jordan Poole ended this game with 30 points. He was on fire. He ended up hitting 7 threes in this one. We'll see probably almost all of them in these highlights. Overall, the team shot like 48% from 3, which is probably an overperformance, right? Like, this isn't going to be happening every game, but it was really good to see him start hitting some shots because last game it was 20%. Fears with the offensive rebound. Gets it to Sadiq. It was a no-look, too. It looks like he's going to pass it to Missi and do a nice little shovel pass to Sadiq. There's Poole hitting his threes. There's a Jeremiah 3. Dude, this was such a fun game. Nobody on the team had a worse than a -5 plus-minus. And the best on the team was a +4. Sadiq Bey was a +4. Obviously, plus-minus isn't an all-encompassing stat. It's not going to tell you everything you need to know. But basically, it just goes to show there was no one weak link, one person that stood out as a definite minus out there on the court. So Fears ended this game 13 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 steals. He was just so active. It wasn't his best shooting game. You know, he had those 13 points, but he really only shot 4 of 14, so he was not particularly efficient. I'm not mad at it. I mean, he's a rookie. Nice pass. He's a rookie. It's going to happen. He's going to have ebbs and flows. Last game, he shot 66%. So the Pelicans end up losing this second quarter by 10. It was more of a defensive story than anything. Like, their offense was fine. They scored 31. I love Fears taking that. He needs to take that every single time he's got an open 3. So like I was saying, you kind of start to see the vision that Joe Dumars had. Like Zion attacking the rim like we just see there. But he also had a lot of kickouts. Zion played great. He ended with 29 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. And those 3 assists don't necessarily even tell the whole story because a lot of times it's him kicking it out, 1 extra pass to get to the open shooter, who was most of the time Jordan Poole or Trey Murphy, and they hit a 3. It was a lot more inside-out basketball, which was encouraging because you didn't really see that in the first 4 games. They looked lost out there on offense. So a much better offensive game this game. So Derek Queen played some key minutes, you know, here at the end of the third quarter and start of the fourth quarter. He actually was part of this comeback and brought a lot to the team. His defense was fine, you know, with 5 rebounds. 2 of those were offensive rebounds. See, there's Queen with the offensive board to give him 2 points, and that keeps him, you know, competitive. They're slowly starting to catch up. In this fourth quarter, Pelicans actually outscored the Clippers by 8 points, which they don't often do. Here's the kick out, one more. Sadiq will get that assist, but that's a lot of Zion drawing the attention, right? We've seen this a lot in the end of games where Zion just goes kind of one-on-one, taking it to the rack, but he does it so efficiently. It's hard not to like it. So again here, it feels like this is the point where the Pelicans have traditionally given up. Big shot from Hard, and they go down by 9 points in the fourth quarter. And then Jeremiah Fears gets the and one. They're playing good defense. Steal. Trey Murphy picks it up, gets it to Herb Jones. Kick out to Poole, who was on fire. Nails it. They didn't give up. And look, all of a sudden, 3-point game. Feels so good to see them start hitting some shots because they were at like historical bad levels. Dude, Fears such a stud. The first 4 games of the season, they're shooting at like historically bad levels. Like I mentioned in the last video, like sub 60% from the free throw line. They just couldn't hit a shot, even if it's wide open. So Poole ended up having 30 points off the bench. He was the main story of this game. Adjusting to a new role. Obviously, he's used to starting the last 3 years, probably. Clippers are so scared of his three-point shooting. 2 of them jump out. Zubac jumps out to try and contest a shot, and he just hits a nice pass to Zion, who's just, you can't stop that roll. And there's this one-on-one again. He just makes layups. So it's a 5-point game and a devastating lob to Derrick Jones Jr., right? If again, it's like, all right, 7-point game with a minute left. Pelicans are out of this. They are traditionally out of this. Zion, bully ball and one. 2-point game. They have the ball. But look at this Pelicans defense. Fears forces the turnover off Kawhi's leg. That's what I'm talking about. He had 4 steals. And then we saw Zion miss some clutch free throws, or a clutch free throw the other day. But this time, hits both the free throws, ties it up with 9.6 seconds left. Here come the Clippers. Derrick Jones Jr. Kawhi, 1 dribble. Over 2 players. I've rewatched this shot like 8 times now, and it gets sadder every time. Why, bro? Why? Like, what did the Pelicans even do wrong here? They stick with the ball, stop the ball. Kawhi kind of gets free. Hits a nice pump fake. Oh, my gosh. Why do I rewatch this? I'm torturing myself rewatching this over and over. We don't care what you have to say, Kawhi. Nobody's ever heard of you. That was his 10th game winner in his career, including the playoffs. Obviously, everybody remembers the Toronto bounce 9 times on the rim and fall in. But yeah, this one hurt me specifically. He said, "See ya, see ya. Have fun at home doing your podcast." It's tough to know kind of if this changes anything. I honestly think it changes nothing because at the end of the day, like I said, moral victories are moral victories, which there were so many in this game. Everybody played pretty well, but it's the wins and losses. That's the column that matters, and we're 0-5. Pelicans are 0-5. So I still think they switched to James Borrego. I'd give it 2 or 3 days at this point. Well, we watched a lot of highlights. Let's cut it there. It's almost 2 a.m. local time as I'm recording this. Consider subscribing. I'll be covering all 82 Pelicans games this year, and hopefully some playoffs. But at this point, probably not. Probably not going to happen. Leave a comment down below. Thoughts on this game. Appreciate you guys for watching. Leave a like. Catch you all next time. Peace.